Hey everyone, you're tuned into Common Motives. We're here today to pray to the music gods. Here's a list of places you can find me. Today is walkthrough day. So we got a little bit of Citrus, Toxic Biohazard, doing some EQ, making a little bit of dubstep noise. It's not that in-depth. But if you have any questions, leave a comment or reach out to me. I'll try to answer as best as I can. I basically have as much music knowledge as the average viewer, I think. So, yeah, I'll try to learn alongside with you guys too. Yeah, go ahead and do that stuff and enjoy the video. Hey guys, in this episode, we're doing a walkthrough. I'm going to attempt to make dubstep with the Citrus plugin. Let's get down to it. I don't know a whole lot about this plugin really. I know the basics. We're going to select default up here, go to the little two arrows and right click. Go up to default, and what we're going to do is go to operator 1 and start messing with the sound. Right now we just have a sine wave, and we can dial in these little faders here to change the sound. And then we can use other operators to modify the sound as well. And what you want to do is go over here and select the knob and turn it up a little bit so you get a different sound. And then again we can do the same thing up here. Change the sound with these little faders. And then we can go down to the bottom here, the bottom tabs. You want to go to volume LFO. Volume LFO. Delete some of these points. Take this one here and bring it down so that it has a wave or a triangle wave. And then you want to go down here to tempo and click that on. And now it's fixed to the tempo of your song. And then you want to go down to this little arrow down here by the tempo. Click on that and click copy state. Then go back to operator 1. Go down to that little arrow and press paste state. And now both of them have the same LFO. And we're going to speed it up actually. We're going to go to the main tab and bring the pitch down all the way. Mess with the sound a little bit. We'll try operator 3. go over to, we're going to go to the volume tab in operator 3 and go to mod X. Bring this little button here down. And what that does is alter the sound when you move this little, I don't know what it's called, point. The sound will change depending on where you have the little button. We'll go operator 2 and go to mod Y, bring that down. Again, we'll change the sound depending on the Y value, and mod X depends on the X value. I'm gonna make the LFO a little bit faster. It's not that good sounding, to be honest, but it's good to know how to use the VST at least. I'm gonna go into packs and grab some drums. We're going to go click on the sample and go to the ADSR tab. We're going to go down here and bring the attack all the way down, bring the hold down, bring the decay down, sustain, and release. That'll make the sample a lot shorter. So without it, it has that bassy tail to it. But if you turn the envelope on, it's just a normal kick sound. We're going to layer it with another kick. We'll do the same with this one, bring down all the values. Then what we can do is add a layer, select the two, these little, excuse me, grab the little buttons here, I guess, make sure they're highlighted with shift click, then go back to the layer and set children. Now you can put your kick drum here and it will take both of those samples. Sorry, allergies are acting up, I guess. We're gonna go to the mixer, go to insert 3, where our kick drum is. We're gonna cut out the low end. You want to go up to the right here where these arrows are, right click and pick any one of these 3 will do. And you can just drag the low end up. Add a little bit more high end to it. And then we're going to go to the second channel where the low kick is. We're going to do the same thing, but bring the high end down. Need a snare drum. A good layer. Oops. Let's see what it sounds like if I take down the ADSR. ADSR stands for attack, hold, or sorry, ADSR, attack, decay, sustain, release. We always want to turn the attack all the way down. Well, not always, but that's what you want for most drum samples. You can hear the sound changing as I move the, I don't know, the knobs, I guess. We'll grab some hi-hats. Shorten one of them with the ADSR. Put those on channel 9. I made a terrible wobble bass. It sounds so corny. I'm gonna put the LFO copy state over to operator 3, paste state. Add, go with Toxic Biohazard. What you want to do is go to Options, down to Reset Program. Pick a triangle wave, go to Unison Voices, select any number, 3 is good. Turn down the Unison detune, turn up the Unison pan. I'm gonna put some chords in. Remember our power chords: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Always 7 chords, or 7 semitones for every power chord. It will always sound good. Now we're going to put in either a minor or a major chord. Right now we want to use a minor chord, so that's every 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to do the same for this one, minor key. And then for the last one, we want a major key. And you'll get used to this the more you make your own note or your own chords for your own projects. You'll get used to it pretty quickly. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is a major chord. And then you can start experimenting with putting in different notes that are in the same key. Ew. Alright, let's hear it. I'm gonna put that on a mixer channel 12. I'm gonna turn it down some and give it some EQ. Right click on the arrows, pick your EQ. I'm gonna take out the low end. And put in a couple notches just to give it some character. We'll name our tracks, give them some color. F2 to bring up the track naming dialog. I'm gonna select these 3 drum tracks, go down to the bottom of an empty channel, and right click the arrow down here, and go to route to this track only. Now all of those drums that you selected are going to this empty channel. Then you want to select it, and we're gonna give it another color and call it drums mix. And then when you have that channel selected, you can go down to this little arrow and click, and that sends a copy of your drums. So it will make them louder. Give it a color, call it drums double. Now you can add effects to that and make it beefier. We're gonna add Soundgoodizer. D sounds pretty good. Guess I should save. Gonna try to make an ARP or a pluck type instrument with Citrus. Right click, go to the default. Right click the little arrows and go up to default. You're going to change this LFO shape. Make sure to turn it on down at the very bottom. Now we can move these points to make it's basically the ADSR in picture version. Turn that to channel 19. And put our pad on channel 18. Gonna EQ our pad. You can turn up these little dash icons, I guess. Bring it up to the top and then bring it down one so that it has a little star shape. Bring in some high end. We'll try Soundgoodizer on it. Add some delay to our arpeggiated notes. You want to turn down the level to get less reflections. Turn down the cutoff to bring out some of the high end. And then turn down the wet so that it's not as loud when it reflects. And you can experiment with the time dial here. Usually it makes sense to do 2, 4, 8, 12. But you can experiment with any of those numbers if you want. EQ out the low end. When you EQ out sections of your instruments, it'll make room for other instruments, and that'll basically create a better mix if you remove certain frequencies and replace them with other instruments. We're going to go to our, I'm not sure why this is mislabeled. I'm going to call it bass. And then we're going to right click on it and go down to clone. We're going to go into our LFO on every, well, we can do it on operator 1. Go down to volume LFO. We're going to make it faster. And then we can go ahead and go to this arrow, copy state, go to operator 2, down to the arrow, paste state. We're going to do to operator 3 the same, go down, paste state. We can throw that in here. Want it slightly faster than that. So again, go to operator 1, increase the speed. Copy state, operator 2, paste state, operator 3, paste state. Alright, I'm going to leave it there for this episode. Hopefully you learned a thing or two. If you have any questions, leave a comment or reach out to me. I'll try and answer everything that I can. I'm a pretty big noob when it comes to actual music theory and why you do certain things. I usually just go with my ears and what sounds good. And it's a lot of trial and error for me, but I'm slowly learning other stuff. I have a very bad short-term memory, so it's hard for me to retain information. But yeah, I'm trying just like you guys. Yeah, go ahead, leave a comment, like, subscribe, get in touch if you want to. I'll try and answer as best as I can. Yeah, we'll see you in the next episode. Cheers.